Respawn was not born, but engineered. In one of his many ethically twisted endeavors, the immortal Ra's al Ghul created him using the DNA of his own daughter, Talia al Ghul, and the metahuman mercenary Slade Wilson. The resulting child was never meant to live a normal life. He was conceived for a grim purpose: to serve as an organ donor for Damian Wayne, Talia's son, who often suffered severe injuries under Ra's al Ghul's brutal training methods. Thanks to Deathstroke's regenerative metahuman DNA, the boy's organs could regrow after each harvest. This grotesque utility made him a renewable resource, not a person. He was raised in darkness, subjected to pain, surgeries, and emotional starvation. As Damian Wayne left the League of Assassins and chose to walk a different path with Batman in Gotham, the experiments on Respawn intensified. With the absence of his so-called brother, Ra's al Ghul's frustration grew, and his cruelty deepened. Eventually, even the attentions of the demon's head ceased, and the boy was abandoned in confinement, left alone with nothing but the echoes of his suffering. Respawn escaped captivity by chewing through his own arm. Free from his tormentors for the first time, he sought out the one person tied to his identity who had never even known of his existence, his genetic father, Slade Wilson. What he found was not family, but legacy. In one of Deathstroke's hideouts, Respawn discovered the gear once worn by Grant Wilson, Slade's deceased son. Donning Grant's armor, he claimed a name for himself: Respawn. The boy who was bred for utility now trained for independence. He sharpened his martial skills, embraced his augmented biology, and prepared for the inevitable day he would stand before the man whose blood flowed in his veins. Physically, Respawn was a marvel of bioengineering. His muscle tissue, skin, and bones were enhanced to levels far beyond human limitations. While he believed himself to be a flawed copy, his body could regenerate entire limbs and organs faster than any metahuman counterpart. Pain was his constant companion, but survival was his greatest strength. Eventually, Respawn did come face to face with Deathstroke. Their relationship was complicated, but undeniably sincere. Where Slade had failed with his other children, Grant, Rose, and Joseph, he saw something different in Respawn. Perhaps it was because Respawn reminded him of Grant, or perhaps it was because the boy had never known anything but war and wanted only to be claimed. Their bond grew, creating a wedge between Respawn and his half-siblings, particularly Rose Wilson, who viewed his connection to their father with suspicion and resentment. Despite his violent upbringing and monstrous origin, Respawn demonstrated loyalty, determination, and a twisted form of innocence.